Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a little another selection method here called the quick mask mode. And so when I push this little button at the bottom of the toolbar, you'll notice that it turns red. I'm going to grab my brush tool and I'm going to brush over an object. Now as you can see, as I brush over this object, it turns red. And you would think that because I'm painting it red, that is what is going to be selected. And of course, you would be wrong. When I click off, notice that my selection is actually everything outside of where the red ink layer was laid. If I take a brush with my black tool, you'll notice it doesn't work inside where the butterfly was. So let's go back in with the quick mask mode. And this time I'm going to paint away all the outside. Got birds around here. And I'm going to make it relatively close. Now, because I've got a feather or hardness on the brush that's fairly light, I'm going over, it doesn't really matter. I can always take the eraser tool, make sure I have a hardness that's a little less soft, and I can clean that up a bit. And I'm just doing this fast. You could do this obviously a lot slower and be a lot more accurate. So there's the quick mask. Everything's selected except the butterfly, so I've painted away all the stuff I don't want. I click off, and there's my selection of the butterfly. Not bad, relatively close. Let's do a quick test. Control C, Control V. Not bad, not great, but not bad. It's a start. So that's a quick mask mode. That's one way to make a selection. An alternative method, I'll just duplicate the layer. Okay, duplicate, and I'm going to put a reveal or a hide all on there, and I'm going to turn off the background layer, and I'm going to paint my butterfly back into existence, and I'll just get it roughed out first, just like that. And then again, I can use my other colors to refine the edges a little bit, something like that. There we go. I'm doing this really quickly because it's late at night. There we are. So there's my butterfly, and now if I click on the mask here and I right click on it, I can say add mask to selection, and I'll turn this back on. I'll turn this layer off and move down to my background, and we'll take a quick test. You can see the marching ants there a little better now. Control C, Control V, and that's my selection. So that's using the mask mode, so that's kind of handy. And that should do it for those two modes. There's one last thing I'll show you with selections, and that's using the type tool to select. So if I take underneath the text T, there's a horizontal type tool. Notice when I click on here, the screen goes red, just like the quick mask mode. Text is here. So now wherever I put this, okay, it's going to copy whatever, or it's going to put a selection around that. And there's the little marching ants. Text is here. Now I could do a couple things. I could paint inside those right now because they're highlighted. That would be pretty easy. I just take the brush and I go, there they are. Hit Control D and there's my text. That's one option. The other option is to go Control C, Control V. Okay, I can copy that layer. I'm going to just backtrack a layer here, and I'm going to erase all of that. Okay, there's another one. I've deleted everything that's inside that text. And of course I can also Control C for copy and paste. So let me just back up here. There's my selection. I go Control C, Control V, and I've made a text layer that has the butterfly texture inside of it. So those are your selection tools. Hope that helps.